So I wanted to talk today about cadences. We tend to think of cadences as being very harmonic, 5-1. But I want to talk about the melodies that make them up. And these can be surprisingly common in music that isn't hundreds of years old. So anyway, I'm going to start with the tenor. The tenor is traditionally the plain song. The names of these different movements do not necessarily reflect where they're put in the choir or the string quartet, whatever it is you're writing for. They can be moved around, but traditionally it's the disposition of the voices: bass, tenor, alto, and soprano, or cantizans. We put izans at the end of them for some reason. I'm just going to say bass, tenor, alto, and soprano today because it's more familiar. Okay, so hopefully not too confusing. The tenor voice originally was plain song, usually in the medieval and Renaissance eras. Polyphonic music of many voices was often based on plain song, right? So this is a tradition that carries through into the name of this thing. Often plain song finishes with a descending step at the end of its phrases. And we can extend this to mi, re, do, 3 bar nice, Heinrich Schenker would approve. Fa, mi, re, do. So it's just kind of a scalar movement down, right? Now, against this simple thing, we're going to set a contrary motion. We're going to have it going 7-1, or weirdly, if we use the correct, purely correct solfeggio, mi, fa. Re, do, mi, fa. So, yeah, there you go. I won't explain that. Okay, so we're going to go this. Okay. And we can sort of have them in different, one on top, one on the bottom, separated out, or in the same range. If I do this, sorry, what I'm doing, yeah. If I have the, yeah, exactly. So now we're just going to extend that a little bit. I'm going to put in a bass. And the bass goes, this was popular in the Renaissance era, this is like their big invention, 5-1, okay? So we put that together and we start to get something that's recognisably 5-1 cadence. However, notice that we are not going to a full C chord, but a octave in this case. In the Renaissance era, the perfect consonances only, the octave and the octave unison fifth, were considered acceptable for an ending sonority. In the Baroque era, we're allowed to use thirds. It's very exciting. Major thirds start off with, then minor thirds as we go on. So in this, we're going to use the altozan's voice, or the alto voice, which will go G, F, E. So sol, fa, mi, and we're going to do that against the other ones. So this will sound, and it goes down to the third. Nice. Okay, so that's our basic cadence. Right, we can embellish this a bit by sort of fiddling around with this a bit. So doing it twice, that becomes a double cadence, for instance, or we could just do it like that, and we can extend that number of steps that the tenor goes down. So I'll do mi, re, do, 3 blind mice, and do, ti, do, as we do it today, or fa, mi, fa, as we do it in, or do, mi, fa, even, I don't know, for old-fashioned solfeggio. Now, I'm going to put those together, so you can hear, sorry, try the right bass note. Can you hear that dissonance there? This is, in modern parlance, of course, a suspended chord. It's G sus4 in pop music and jazz. Now this is it comes from the fact that we suspend the chord note. We don't simply do that. We tie it over from the last bit and add that lovely dissonance, and then resolve it, which makes it sound a lot more interesting. And then if we continue, we get this G7. Now we can move the bass line around as well. We can have it go, which is nice. So let's do that. Pretty, huh? And again, we're moving to the unison. We can add in the other voices if we want, but I'm just going to do it in 3 voices for now, we're being the cantizans, tenorizans, or soprano, tenor, and bass, basically. Okay, and then we can also do things like put the tenor in the bottom. So this is nice, we get this. We'll put the G in there as well to make it 2-5-1 at the end. So we get this. The other voice in. Let me see what am I doing. What's this? No, we can't put the tenor in because we've got that in the bass. So I'll just put the put another voice in instead. So this will be altisans, I guess. Yeah, can you hear that altisans going on? So it starts on a G. It goes. Or if we make it. Yeah, that's a nice variation of it. Oh, we can go. This is pushing out one more sort of level of complexity there. Now, something I've noticed from so let's do it in the same key. This. This kind of turnaround is based on the same thing, but based on a chromatic bass. In jazz, we might use some other voice leading as well with it, but the fundamentals of it are the same as our double cadence. Anyway, that's all I've got time for. Thanks for watching. Hope that's interesting and helpful.